What's going on, guys? Still here, and today we have the first major update of 2024 Alpha Strike, and of course with that there are going to be premiums, and today I'm going to be covering those 3 premiums very, very quickly here, because the English dev stream is starting very, very soon. So I'm just going to get this out of the way. The F-20A Tigershark is going to cost you a big ol' $75 price tag. It is indeed a rank 8. It is not a typo. This is a top tier premium, unless Gaijin wants to plan on doing rank 9. But currently, this is a rank 8 top tier premium, so eat me. Gaijin, eat me. We won't do top tier premiums. Well, look at that. Yeah. The F-20 Tigershark is basically, I'm going to compare it to the Kafir. That's what I'm saying. It's basically an American Kafir. It is a big old fat fucking engine, a General Electric engine, slapped into a very small light airframe. So, not saying it's going to be able to do funny Cobra maneuver shit, because, you know, Mirage can do funny things in full real. It is just a fast boy. It's a fast boy. It's got AIM 9Ls. It's got Sparrows. I believe these are AIM 7Ms. And it can carry quite a hefty payload. Those right there are 3 Mark 84s, 3 2,000-pound bombs. They literally say it's an F5 on steroids. So that's what it is. It's an F5 on steroids. It's the first rank 8 premium. And of course, it is a pre-order. Like I said, big old $75 price tag. So of course, it's going to be fast with the new engine. It is an F5 airframe, so it's going to be very maneuverable, and that also means with the power, I believe right here where they say a high flutter threshold, that means that it's going to basically stall very, very effectively, so it's going to be able to hold a raid fight very similar to something like the F-16. I'm not going to go into the history here, but yeah, of course it lost to the F-16, unfortunately, and yeah, that's why it's a premium. It's an F5 with a big old engine and some more advanced avionics and weapon load and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I heard it was supposed to get AGM-65Ds or could at least carry them, but it is going to have 4 AGM-65Bs. Now, the difference, of course, the AGM-65D, the Delta, is an infrared and has a thermal seeker, so you can actually see targets more effectively. Although I'd argue that Gaijin has totally borked the resolution for the thermal and stuff, so it's actually kind of not that easy, at least in game. But yeah, that means that you're not going to be able to fire Mavericks like through clouds and stuff and all that jazz. So for the rank and the battle rating and everything, this is kind of a weak air-to-ground load in terms of the capability of the 65B, but it's still an F-20. I'm sure for those of you that are good with Mavericks and ground attack, this will work out very well. In Sim, I'm sure this would be a great vehicle to drop a couple of bombs on a base for points and then go fighter hunting. It still has the 20mm M39 cannons, which personally I never liked. So, yeah. Still a very cool airframe. I wish I never got the F5C, because to be honest, I bought the F5C and I never really ended up using it, because I had the F5E very quickly and I was just like, whatever. So, yeah, $75, pre-order title. Aerial Predator, Tigershark decal, as well as the demonstration camo for the U.S. Air Force. Very funny. That's the second F5 derived aircraft that has a red and white camo, the other being the Turkish camo that was given out for a limited time to people who own the F5C. I think you just had to like play a game or something. Or maybe it's for GE now. I don't know. But yeah, very funny. 2 red and white camos. Although I would prefer just the flat black here. I think the black looks way cooler. But yeah. Anyways, that's the F-20 Tigershark. Nothing really too special here. Of course, if you really, really love the F-20 and you want to grind top tier America, yeah, $75, people. Moving on to the other 2, the Type 90B. Actually, real quick, just in case there was more music, turn that off. Type 90B. The video seems to be broke. Interesting. Oh. That's the picture. It's very similar to the Leopard Panzer Battalion 123 and the Swedish 121, the Christian 2. It's just a copy and paste of an entry vehicle, but it's got premium bonuses and camouflage net. Personally, I think there should be a little bit more camouflage net on the vehicle, just to cover it up a little bit better. If you use the bush decorations, you can actually like pull off a even better like turret. You can at least kind of obscure the turret better. But yeah, I would prefer just a little bit more. Of course, you can demount it as well. You can see it in the video. It's not mounted. I would always just leave it on, personally. I think it looks better. And, I mean, any amount of camouflage will help. It is just a Type 90, though. Type 90 with JM33, firing that round every 4 seconds from a 120. So, yeah. Somebody like me, like who wants to grind the Japanese tree, but the Type 74G Premium, if you own it, just was never really it. The Type 16 Premium is decent, but M735, in my opinion, is just a weak round, and I absolutely hate using it. And once the Type 16 is dead, usually I get killed by a CAS or something. I don't really have anything else I want to play with. So, honestly, I would probably pick this up if you really want to grind the Japanese tree. I have played the Type 10 on a test drive before, and while the Type 10 does have a lot of issues, the fact that you can zoom around low profile because of the hydrogen pneumatic suspension, going full speed and firing around every 4 seconds, I would say is pretty fun. But it does take a certain kind of masochist to want to grind something like the Japanese tree, I would say. But yeah, there you go, $70. As well, for $70, we have the Merkava 3 Raam Segol. I believed that this had trophy, but now looking at it, I realize it does not have trophy. Basically, it just has a weird experimental laser warning system, similar to that of like the Pumas, where when you get lased, it's supposed to automatically turn the turret in the direction of that laser warning to deploy smoke. I hope personally that this mechanic isn't actually implemented, or at least if it is implemented, it's not automatic, meaning like it's on by default in the match, because I would not want a bunch of people that already struggle with the complex stuff of War Thunder not knowing that they have to turn that off so they don't smoke off their entire team and everybody just gets killed because they can't return fire because they can't see. So, yeah. That's what it says. Experimental version of the Israeli Merkava Mk3. In real life, the system automatically turns the tank's turret in the direction of the laser and releases smoke grenades. However, in game, it will not be implemented. They will not be implementing this functionality, as in many instances it would interfere with players' control mid-combat. Yeah, so they said it right here. They don't want to add it because it would definitely be super intrusive and it wouldn't really work in War Thunder. War Thunder is more fast-paced than real-life tank combat really ever has been, except maybe the Gulf War. Yeah, it's not really something that in-game I would want to see, and I'm glad they are actually not putting that in the game. I would prefer maybe for like the soft kill system on the Puma, because it's supposed to turn in the direction of a missile, but that maybe is just, again, too complicated and too intrusive, and overriding the player's input's probably not a good thing. But yeah, again, $70, you can pre-order it. You can get the Purple Thunder title and decal. That actually looks pretty neat. And the decal of the Armored Forces there, which is, oh, I forgot I covered that. That's for the Type 90. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. One little minor rant, though, is Gaijin. I know this is for a long, long time, but Gaijin has, of course, called these pre-orders. In my experience, pre-orders mean you are pre-ordering to buy something early and getting special bonuses for it, but that also means that you're forking over more cash to access those special bonuses and that content early. Or will not maybe necessarily access it, but to own it. Personally, I think we're getting up, of course, to the range here of $80 premiums, literally $20 more than most AAA titles were for a long time, although now they seem to be $70. I would prefer, personally, if you're going to continue to do this pre-order scheme, to lower the price of these vehicles by $5 to $10, because, again, like, you're literally pre-ordering things that don't really matter in terms of actual gameplay, unless you want to argue a camo may or may not affect gameplay. But yeah, I think if you're going to keep doing these, in air quotes, I'm using my fingers to do air quotes, pre-orders, that the price of these should go down, especially something like the F-20, which is nearly $80. At least maybe bring this one down to $70 and bring these down to $55, or maybe just flat out $50. I think the whole pre-order thing is like a little bit of a mental scheme to get people to buy something. Like, yes, you can pre-order it, it's whatever, but it's going to be the same exact freaking vehicle on patch day anyways. You're just not going to get a funny title and decal. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for me. That has been 2 copy-paste premiums and one that is like saying, yo, homie, let me copy the homework, but I have to change it a bit. And then the person who copied the homework ends up actually getting a better grade than you. That's basically the F-20 in a nutshell. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hopefully, short video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'm Steel, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.